Ras J. Baraka.
Yeah, God is good.
All the time.
How's everybody doing? It's good. Let me tell you, it's good to see everybody. It really is. We've been in the house for a long time. It's good to be back together again. Yeah, I miss you too, and you harassing me every time I see you. I appreciate it. You know, I had some relief for a couple of months. But it's great to see all, especially the seniors out here, man. I just thank God. We all want to be thankful that we made it through this pandemic, right? We just want to be grateful. Every morning is our birthday right now. Right? Every day we get up and breathe and open our eyes and get to come out the house is our birthday. We need to take advantage of it and make sure we say and do all the things we need to say and do, right? And more importantly, we need to be together. We need to be together. It's a lot of forces been trying to separate us all over the place. We need to make sure we together. Everything we see going on in the country, in the world, we need to make sure we together. There's a lot of people out here for their own special and individual interests want to see us apart.
Yep.
We have to work hard to stay together. Because sometimes staying together takes work.
Yes, sir.
Because there's so many people trying to pull us apart, we got to work even harder to stay together. Because the devil is real. So you got to work hard to resist it, right? You got to work hard to come together to keep all the other forces that are trying to keep you apart away. Because those people that want to keep you apart don't want to see you alive.
That's right.
People telling you not to wear masks, don't get vaccinated, go hang and do what you want to do. These are dangerous folks. People who are coming up with all kind of excuses and reasons why you shouldn't support each other are a problem. I'm here today because I'm supporting Dupré Kelly for the council person of the West Ward.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm here. That's why all of you are here.
That's right.
That's why Team Baraka is here. Every piece of energy and force and soul that we have is going to be behind Dupré Kelly. Why? Because he deserves it.
Yes, sir.
He deserves it. He fought hard. He pushed forward. He didn't turn to negativity and foolishness.
Right.
He didn't jump out there and start trying to put people against one another.
Right.
He didn't pull people down in order to get up. Because some of us, we believe in order to get up, we got to pull somebody down.
Right.
In order to grow, we got to put somebody down. In order to build, we have to destroy. So we work so hard trying to destroy that we can't build nothing. Right? There's only two types of people, winners and losers. And winners focus on winning and losers focus on the winners.
That's right.
We've been focusing on winning. And now everybody else, they get ready to start focusing on Dupré Kelly. Dupré is focusing on the West Ward.
That's right.
I told him, let them focus on you and you focus on the West Ward. Let them talk about you and you talk about the West Ward. Let them try to bring you down and you lift the West Ward up.
Yes, sir.
Let them try to create negativity about you and you create positivity about the West Ward. This time is now.
My God, yes it is.
Some people want to take the elevator. Dupré took the stairs.
Yes, sir.
He took the stairs every step of the way. Every landing he landed on, he fought and wrestled every chance he got to get to the point he deserves to be where he's at today. And I feel good because I get to support somebody who I know deserves to be there.
Yes, sir.
I feel good
Yes,
because
sir.
I'm not out here saying support somebody because they just on a team. I'm saying support somebody because they belong on the team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, quiet as cat, the team is better because Dupré Kelly is on it.
Yes, sir. My God.
It's a better team because he's on it.
My God.
He brings in energy, imagination, integrity, honesty, hard work,
My Lord.
and all of the stuff he went around the country and around the world learning and figuring out, he bring it back right here to the city of Newark. Something he's been talking about for years and years and years and years. So, man, I want y'all to be just excited as I am. I want y'all to be just as elevated and happy as I am. Because the West Ward is about to see something that it hasn't seen in a long time. I know we've been going through a lot of stuff, but sometimes it's have to get really, really dark in order for you to see the stars.
That's right.
And sometimes something happens so you give birth to something greater.
Yes, sir.
Something goes down so you give birth to something bigger, something explosive. Somebody was preparing you for this day, for this moment, for this time, for Dupré Kelly. They was preparing you for the new West Ward councilman in 2022, y'all. 2022, we gonna go to the booths, we gonna pull the lever, and we gonna pull the lever for Do It All. Dupré, Kelly, come on, y'all, give it up for Do It All. Come on, y'all, give it up for Do It All. Give it up for Do It All. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, how do you follow the mayor of Newark, New Jersey? West Ward, what's up? Now, they said we were coming to St. Mary's Villa, you know, our senior building, our elders, and that's right. But I refuse to believe that your voice is quiet. West Ward, what's up? Man, you guys don't understand that I cannot measure the gratitude that I have for you all coming out here tonight. People didn't just come from the West Ward, they came from the North Ward. They came from the East Ward. They came from the South Ward. They came from the Central Ward. And guess what? They came to your ward, the West Ward. I want to say thank you to all of you. See, you guys have to understand how much of an honor this is for me. See, when I was a young guy, I had to make up people to follow. I had to search for role models. In my search, I said that, you know what? I'm going to become that person that I need as a young male in this city. And that's what I did. So for the people who do not know me, my name is Dupré Kelly. Born on 16th Street and 14th Avenue. My mother had me in Martland Hospital before it was called University. Right? And she had me, when she was pregnant with me, I interrupted her education. My mother went to Barringer High School. And then when I interrupted her education, she went back and completed her education and then continued on to Essex County Community College, where Sharp James was actually her professor. See, my mother is no different from any parent out here. My mother was a hard worker. And if you women out there have been in a relationship where you had to raise a child, especially a male child on your own, then you understand what I'm talking about. That's where I get my strength from. And a lot of males in Newark, New Jersey, we get our strength from women. Because you guys are the backbone. You guys are the ones that fuel us to go out and get it. My mother was that way. She would go to family members, some of them who are here today. She would go to family members to look after me, to take care of me so I wouldn't wind up in those streets, that I wouldn't fall to the perils of the streets. She put me in places like the Leaguers to try to help me out, karate school to try to help me out. Then she came over to the West Ward, 12th Avenue, 13th Avenue, South Orange Avenue. And if you know about those avenues, then you know what I'm talking about. She had to look for other mentors. And she didn't give up on me. She didn't give up on me as quick as we as people give up on each other. She didn't give up. She found role models like Ron Rice Sr. She found role models like Rufus Johnson. She found role models like David Wright Association. How many people remember David Wright? If you're 50 or above, I know you know about David Wright. That's why I fell in love with baseball again. That moved me deeper into Vailsburg. Deeper into Vailsburg, where I got to meet another great mentor by the name of Coach Ron Howard, who got me on the Optimist League, kept me out of the streets again. So that person that I was looking for was here all along. I just had to look. I had to seek, I had to find. From them, I learned about what a man is. Because I just believe that we need more strong men to help raise our young males in this city. We need that. I went to 13th Avenue Elementary School. I had a great African male teacher by the name of Mr. Ibokwe. Mr. Ibokwe wouldn't allow me to give up on myself. Mr. Ibokwe would not allow me to fall victim to these streets. So he encouraged me to chase my dreams. I was in love with music, you know? And before I even tell you about the music, I know some of you singers have no clue what the hip hop music is. And, you know, I know you know Will Smith maybe, and you know Crazy Snoop Dogg and all of that. But I have to say this, elders, I am what hip hop looks like grown up. You no longer have to be scared of hip hop. You no longer have to be scared of the rapper. Because that's what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you he's a rapper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am. But let me tell you what this rapper also is. This rapper is also a person who's partnered with New Jersey Devils and put street hockey in Bradley courts. This rapper is also a person who did a bed program just recently and gave families in the West Ward beds. This rapper is also a person during COVID partnered with NJ COVID and made sure that over 80,000 people were tested here. This rapper is also a person who gave 1,000 cases, not 1,000 bottles, 1,000 cases of water during our city's time of need with the water crisis. I'm just a rapper.
All right.
This rapper has also started 211 Community Impact, a nonprofit organization where I went into my pocket. See, when I was 18, I got a lot of money from rapping around the world. But what they didn't tell me is that since my family didn't come from money, we came from right here in Newark, New Jersey, all parts, that money didn't come with instructions. So I had to learn. I had to figure it out. And as I figured it out, I started to fall in love with more of what my mentors was telling me about my city. See, every time I went on TV or every time I went on any press, I talked about Newark. I wear Newark on my hats. I wear Newark on my shirts. I promoted Newark to so many people around the world to let them know that this is the place, that the thing that you love, this is the place that it comes from. But my manager said to me, he said, you can't take from something and don't give back to it. So I started 211 Community Impact. And I didn't want to be that guy who said, well, Ras Baraka doesn't do this, or this director doesn't do this, or why they not doing this? I just started to do what I felt like there was a gap and it needed to be done. And lo and behold, you guys, the West Ward, the people agreed with me and said, you know what, we got an issue over here. Mr. Dupré, can you speak for us over here? Sure, what's the problem? See, I don't just talk about what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do that type of politics because, and I know my team probably kill me right now because I used to say, you know, I'm not a politician. I'm a public servant.
There you go.
But I'm learning. I'd rather serve the public. I'd rather serve the people because that's what it's about anyway, right?
That's right.
So I didn't need a title. I didn't need a title to serve the people. I just did it. But I think people forgot. When I got into politics, all of a sudden they started to attack me like I wasn't the same person who were there for their families and there for their blocks and there for their communities. They forgot that I was doing clean up the block programs before it became popular. They forgot that I was in the neighborhood knocking on doors just recently with code enforcement, making sure that families were benefiting. They forgot because I'm only a rapper. So let them tell you that. Tell them, yeah, he's a rapper, but he's what a rapper looks like grown up. Let them know that. Now, I want to have many conversations with you guys, and we will. This is a long campaign. I didn't do this in the beginning, like I said, I'm still learning, but I just want to thank some people that are in the house. I want to thank people that came from the county. I want to thank the Jeep Club. I want to thank all of the council people that are here, all of the dignitaries. I want to thank our congressman. You know, our mayor, Raz J. Baraka, believed in me before. I mean, I've known Raz and Mitty and them for probably 30 years or more. But this guy is one guy who said, you got it. I love what you're doing. And I just want to say thank you, Congressman. I want to say thank you to Mamie. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, and a lot of times since I pound my dogs, as we say on this pavement, the street soldiers, they don't get enough credit. I want to thank Team Baraka. I want to thank Team Do It All. Because without you guys doing the work with me in the community, the work wouldn't have gotten done. You have to thank them. You see, I said without them, the work wouldn't have gotten done. We have to be in this together. I'm not this person that's going to get in that council seat. And I don't want you to expect everything from me because I'm not Superman. Just because I get a title or just because we have a seat, I am not Superman. But with you guys adding all your superpowers to my superpowers, then we become a super team. Then we can start doing those real things that need to be done. Then we can start talking about the speeding through the blocks. Then we can start talking about road improvements. Then we can talk about, I know you guys want to talk about police reform. We can start talking about that, but not right now. I'm not here for that right now, but I agree with it. We can talk about community equity. Yes, I agree. But I need you guys. And I don't need you just to vote. I need you to vote, but I don't need you just to vote. See, if you was part of Newark, New Jersey, and I know some of the elders and the seniors can relate, if you're part of Newark, New Jersey doing its demise, doing its struggle, doing its downside, don't you want to be part of its renaissance? Don't you want to be part of it moving forward? Don't you want to be part of Newark moving forward? You know, it's like being in a relationship. You're in a relationship with a man or a woman, and then you break up, and all of a sudden they have all of the success. And you like, man, I made her, or I was with him, or man, look, I seen some ladies already. You want to be part of the success. You want to be part of the movement, but I need you guys together with me. I need you guys together with me. My young people out there, I need you guys to change your mindset, but we're going to help you with that. We're going to supply programs and create initiatives and re-explore re-existing programs that you're not paying attention to help to activate those things again. Because if we get our young people activated, then we need our young people to come in and bridge the gap with our elders. Our elders are important. I just turned 50 in January. And me turning 50 made me think a little bit, even though my mother said, you still a young buck. You know, she tells me all the time she was from Newark before I was from Newark. You know, but turning 50 made me think about, I have more days behind me than in front of me. So I want you elders to know that all of the days that you have in front of you, if you, together with me, do the things that we need to do to carry the West Ward forward, to carry Newark forward, then I'm going to make sure that the quality of life for you is amazing. And that's what it is. We have to revitalize our West Ward. I came up and down South Orange Avenue all my life. All my life. South Orange Avenue is one of the main veins of the West Ward. And if we don't make South Orange Avenue look as it could look, we know how it could look because we have small businesses already starting to do it. We got a Quaba gallery down on South Orange Avenue that looks amazing. But we need to do it together. We can't do it if we don't do it together. We have to do it together. Like I said to you guys, I'm not gonna come up here and give you the typical campaign rhetoric that you hear every year at this time. See, I'm not a guy who shows up during just campaign season, and I have receipts for that. Ms. Bodine can tell you how I broke turkeys to you guys November. Maybe you didn't know it came from me because I didn't need the accolades. We do those type of things. We don't need the accolades. We just put in the work. We put in the work and make sure that it gets done. We about that action. Team do it all, Team Baraka. Team Baraka. I know people already say they mad at me. They mad at me because I'm on Team Baraka now. Who wouldn't want to be on a winning team? Who wouldn't want to get things done? Why do you want to do politics? It's not that I just want to do politics. I just want to make sure that the ward that I grew up in, the ward that I love, is the best ward, and that's the West Ward. That's what I want to do. You see, people don't understand that Fairmont is different from Ivy Hill. That Ivy Hill is different than Roseville Avenue. They don't understand that the Westport is broken up kind of funny. There's different parts, and you have to know the parts to be able to do something with the whole. Ivy Hill might need their lights brighter. Some places in Wellsburg might need speed bumps. Roseville might need you to go over there with a Latino who speaks Spanish very well. Because it's not about just communication. You know, I used to be with this girl and she would tell me, she would say, we gotta have better communication. And I would agree, we need better communication. But as I started to agree, I realized that it's not just about communication, it's about the comprehension of that communication. We have to be able to understand each other. So if I'm speaking a different language to you, I'm communicating to you, but we have no understanding. Westward, it's time for us to get some understanding with your councilman. It's time for him to be present and work. But I need us to do it together. I cannot do it without you guys. I need us to do it together. Together we can do it. Together we can do it. Can you just repeat after me? Together? Together? Together we can do it. Together we can do it. Together we can do it. My name is Dupré Kelly, West Ward Councilman, 2022. Thank you guys. Good night!
My name is Do-It-All Dupré Kelly. Pay strict attention to what I say because I choose my words carefully and I never repeat myself. I told you my name, that's the who. The where can readily be described as a prison cell. But there's a vast difference between being stuck and being stuck mentally. The what? That's easy. That's the faith. The only question is, can we keep it?
God shaped us in the darkness of our own mind, blew breath in the palms of our hands, fashioned the wind at the footsteps of our enemies, and called generations into existence. Making the dark stone a cornerstone, created us out of the deep heat of the Sahara, the raging waters rising out of the Gulf of Guinea. Ha! We were born this way, black on purpose, painted the color of the ocean floor of God's womb, the world's oldest memory. At the bottom of a valley somewhere in Abyssinia, we held prophets in our bosom and shaped them from hatred and lies. Yeah, we millions of miles away from the songs our great-grandmother sung.
Hey, yo, Raz, I got him. Only mama can comfort me from them ghetto ills. I'm authentic and leery of those claiming real dope. real dose. What's really real? I'm in the kitchen every day trying to chef a meal. Uphill, the climb rough, but I still maneuver well. What you eat, what you kill. Poverty, you make a hitter have zero chill. A believer who could never spin a power wheel. Willpower is all ours, so don't feel anything less than anything that faith feels. Faith heals, I'm moving toward it, let's reveal who we are, original, a big deal. Any different, they probably resemble Beelzebub. I know a block with 2 or 3 in the area. Complete trust and confidence, let's level up. Keep the faith from now until the day comes.
We made it here by faith, ring shouts and shotguns, stubborn will and prayer warriors, runaway plots and eloquent speeches in our enemy's tongue. We had to be the brilliance, the actual sun, son. We made something from nothing and turned the bottom into the foundation. So when we move, this whole damn place, yo.
Unbalanced and balance is where I find a challenge. Trying to escape the vices with no balance. Hell has no fury for a pusher with malice. Hands on, you can tell from the rough callous. We made it far, no looking back, we pulling up. Fallen stars who never made it, we lifting up. Speaking of the foundation, meticulous. Front line, few scars, couple of fisticuffs. Present